Last week, I built a Christmas town, and by far the most requested thing was apartments for you guys to live in. So today, I'm building Christmas apartments in my Bloxburg town. The plot that we're building in today is this one behind the ski shack. Each apartment is going to have a different style to it. For example, modern and traditional. Oh, got some bills to pay. Unlike any apartments I've ever built before, the apartments in this are actually going to start on the ground level. Normally, I'd add a lobby like a hotel. Instead, we're just going to have a hallway in the middle, and we are going to break my bank account, guys. I have 1 million, but you know that never lasts long in my videos. Shall we have a Willy Wonka glass elevator? And it's going to annoy me a little bit, I'm not going to lie, if I don't fill in these gaps either side. On the ground floor, we're going to have 2 very
apartments.
But on the 2nd and 3rd floor, this whole thing is the apartment. But before we go gallivanting inside, let's add some roofs. We're going to try the modern roof. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. And of course, some simple wall trim. And I need to work out where the balconies are going to go. So in order to do that, we need to place in the windows and doors. The front door is going to be based off of 10 Downing Street in England, where the Prime Minister lives. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared for these windows. I'm hoping that my building skills excel. Now, the moment of truth. When we place them all, is it going to look like good or is it going to look like trash? I honestly don't know. What about if we erase the middle one? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I love that. I don't know if there's too many windows per se. We could replace the middle ones for doors after all, for the balcony. We're going to use these beautiful Elsa bricks for the roof.
Who the hell are you to step to me?
I'm using this traditional brick. And now it's time to turn this into a nice Christmassy house.
Christmassy house.
First stage is adding some nice garland along the front. And there's no harm in some Christmas lights. How much cute will it look when we fly in and there's all rooms in here? Right now, it looks like Slender Man. We will line the apartments off. 1 block away, we will add fences. Although I don't know what is securing, like, the side of the wall. And I'm sorry, guys, I have to use them again. Glitter bug bushes. This is the part when I placed on my bushes. We've got to have some people securing the building. And what better than these scary nutcracker beds? And people often forget about the mailbox section in Bloxburg. So got to make sure we have one of these so at least everyone in the apartments can receive mail. Why not add some very natural trees? Trees definitely grow in the sidewalk. Before we go in, I'm going to actually line off the bottom of the balconies just for that extra little bit of flavor. But I know we're all eager to go inside. It may surprise you that I'm not using marble checkers in here. Instead, we're just going to do double layered pine. One thing I insist on using in here is this tall traditional molding. It's the only one that we can actually match on the elevator, you see? Because this way, the elevator actually looks like a full-blown wall. I mean, it's definitely a wall, guys. And in apartments, I don't know. I've never lived in an apartment, but I'm pretty sure they have like a doorbell system. I don't know why we're pretending like there's 50 rooms, but the bigger doorbell does look better. Finally, we get to use one of my favorite doors, the traditional front door. But each side, I'm using this as like my little inspo pick. How cute is that console table? I would put Santa on here, but he's looking a bit chunky. Like, I feel like that might just break.
Our table is broken!
Santa can go outside, okay? Finish off with my favorite mirror, which not many people know you can resize out. Looks like we're starting off with the cutie little downstairs apartments. These ones are cheap, so you don't get a balcony, I'm afraid. First step is removing these bushes that thought they could invade. And I actually have a building hack for you guys. If you want a tree to be on the edge of the plot, but it's saying like red, then what you do is you resize it really small, and then you resize it. You can go well over the plot boundaries if you want. I guess we should sketch the layout. Obviously going to be very open planned with maybe like the bedroom and bathroom at the end here. Have you seen that guy on TikTok who's like, hey, how much is your rent?
How much do you pay for rent in New York?
Some of them are tiny. So this is actually big for some people. Remember earlier I said how each one's going to be a different style. This first one is going to be modern chic. If you didn't know, when you have triangle floors, it goes mental, chicken oriental. That is why we have custom placing. And back in the day when I used to play on iPad, yes, I was an iPad kid, guys. We didn't even have the option to like place like this. You could only like boom, and put it all down. Okay, so something that you guys always compliment me on is my ability to make a layout work from anything. So I'm gonna try and not let you down today. Even though we are in kind of a small apartment, it's still an expensive Christmas town. So we're gonna be using some pretty pricey items. First of which is gonna be adding a working drink dispenser in this fridge. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book, but you basically, what's it called? A juicy tree? No, it's called a dispenser. If you place it inside of a fridge, then you can actually dispense like orange juice, probably some sort of Christmas Christmas for juice as well. I love my Christmassy juices, guys. To me, there's something very Christmassy about the espresso machine, and I'm pretty sure you can actually get like peppermints out of it. We can add things like the toaster up here. And one girl I saw on those tours even had her sink like in a bucket of water in a cupboard.
And I wash the dishes in this bucket.
I was like, girl is resourceful. And you know what I love? When you take things right out of the build section and it's facing the right way, it's honestly so delicious. Bloxburg players, if you know, you know. And I've added 4 because you might want to entertain friends, even though it is just a 1-person house. Since we have such a huge island, we don't need a dining table, which means the living room can kind of go here. It is in kind of an awkward place, but I can deal with awkward situations. That is not true at all. In an awkward situation, I'm like, hi. Hi. This is the living room. Like I said, it's very tight. Like, your eyes are going to go square from how close you are to this TV. But I guess that's the price you pay for living in Bloxburg. That should so be the name of the town. And some Christmas pillows that say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. As you walk in, we'll have hat stands, umbrellas, etc. And we do have a spare little bit over here. I'm actually going to put a desk, and I'm pretty sure I actually have one of those epic computers. Yeah, I do. Each side, we actually also have just enough room for a bookshelf. Not to be rude, but sometimes I get really sick of these basic coloured books.
I'm getting really sick of you! Get out now!
So I'm going to flip some around. Next is the long-awaited bedroom. I mean, is it long-awaited? You've been waiting like 2 minutes. So I'm kind of tempted to add a single bed because a double bed hardly fits in this room. It really is a 1-person apartment. But honestly, why is that like such a vibe? I would love to live on my own for a bit. Like, I'm not saying I want to be lonely forever. Just next to it, I'm going to put a bed with one of those creepy dolls they added. Maybe whoever lives here is like a voodoo queen. They also must be a Christmas queen, like Mariah. It's time! Because look at how many Christmas lights they've got. Jesus! Yes, I love having the clothes on display. We'll have to have the mirror, like, actually on the wall. And how about a corner shelf each side of the... Finally, for the bathroom, we are going to switch up the windows. I'm kind of tempted to add this jail cell window. No, that's too ugly. We'll have one of these. So obviously, you need your privacy in a bathroom. So I'm going to have, like, one of those massive windows. And I'm going to do the floor last, mainly because it's just going to be a checkered carpet. Now, I have a bizarre obsession with adding baths in every bathroom. Because it's in the name, Reese's, doesn't mean I need to add it. So in these smaller apartments, we're not going to give them a bath. Now, what way does the door open? Okay, it opens this way. So we'll put the sink there. Oh, just in case it's like a short person, we'll add a little stool. Wow, you would have to be very short though. But who remembers the building hack where you would use the firewood as towels? Doesn't that look like a bunch of towels rolled up? Voila, that's our bathroom done! I kind of want to jump up to a bigger apartment now. And is it just me, or is this like the only nice floor texture in Bloxburg? Like, when I really think about it, there's not that many good floors. Before you guys come at me saying, Reese's, there's no security. People can just walk straight into your house. Did you forget about our handy little friends?
Are you forget what happened at...
Once again, it's going to be mostly open planned apart from this side, and they're going to get a bathroom and a closet. So it's back to the bog standard doors for me now, although in the bedroom I'm going to do something a little special. Basically, how it's going to be special is the bedroom and bathroom have archways, and they're also going to interlink with each other. And since we're here, we may as well start with the bedroom. I'm in the mood.
I'm in the mood.
Oh my gosh, this bed is screaming fairy tale. And maybe we can just have one Merry Christmas pillow and add some bedside tables, or as you in the United States call them, fancy nightstand. We can first put a fireplace to really make it scream, I have Moni. Then we can have a little breakfast table in the middle. This is the kind of thing that billionaires have in their bedrooms. This just looks like a hotel, doesn't it? And when you buy this hotel, you are obviously also paying to get an amazing view. Get a view of the mayor's mansion. What a beautiful sight that is. Finally, I just Christmasified the room. And guys, I cannot tell you how good that looks. I can't wait to show it on the tour in a bit. Next up is going to be the closet.
This closet is the most precious thing in my life.
And I personally feel like the built-in traditional one just has to be our option here. Well done, me! And guys, it's actually so cold in England, it hurts to clap. So now we're a bit higher up. We actually get a better view of the town, although still not as good as the penthouse will be. I love the idea of having an open bathroom. Sinks can go along this wall, and we have to be kind of careful with the mirrors because only some work on these kind of walls. The one bit of the bathroom that will get the privacy is obviously the toilet. Nobody wants to poo with somebody watching, okay? That's the right side done. Now we have kitchen and lounge room. We're gonna have counters, cabinets, and appliances. I do like the brown color, actually. Is this gonna be a revelation? I think it is. I just love that brown color. I am gonna go and nab one of the garden tiles from outside. Gonna place a nice long carpet. Also, I'm gonna show you another building hack. I feel like this video has been packed with them, so hope you guys appreciate. Basically, what you do is you just put a sink on a slightly raised basic cube. And as you can see, you get a really sick looking built-in sink. And it's been a hot minute since I've used the traditional pendants, but it's a traditional build after all. It wouldn't be a Truey's video without a fake door. It's basically a gap filler. The entryway can consist of a foyer table and some plants. These balconies, I will admit, are a little bit tiny and pointless. They kind of remind me of those balconies, you know, which are like right outside the doors. Or I do not understand what those are for. I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like the TV from downstairs, so I'm actually just, you know, gonna go and steal that. I haven't used this sofa in yonks. And with some final roof beams. Now, just to speed things up a little bit, and I meant to do this earlier, but I forgot. I just copied over the bottom apartment almost exactly, as they were already the same shape. Which now takes us up to the 3rd floor and the 4th apartment, which is the penthouse. But to switch this one up, we are going to have it much more open, and the bedroom is going to be smaller. Last room is going to be a mixture of modern, traditional, boho, aesthetic, literally every style you can think of. Got to re-enter our Christmassy era by putting some snowflakes on the floor, and I quite enjoyed the idea of the foyer table. We're going to have a circle of Christmas trees. It's like the Illuminati circle. Oh wait, isn't Illuminati a triangle? I don't know. Moving into this room is going to be the lounge, because I thought it might be a bit weird coming out your bedroom into the kitchen and dining room. So we're going to go back to that wooden texture, but I'm going to use herringbone wood, and that can go on both walls, sort of as a feature wall, if you will. Why am I kind of tempted to add this sofa? I know it's like the most basic, ugly sofa ever, but shall we see if we can make it work with maybe some of these armchairs?
No, it's fine. I'll make it work. I mean, I can try to make it work. I can make it work.
And now it's time for a return of the hairpin dresser. Until I realised I haven't actually added it in quite a while. So that's our lounge room done. It does look a little bit overwhelming with Christmas, but that's a good thing in my eyes. Now, you can be the richest person in the world and your bedroom might be really small, because this might just be like some rich person's side house, side apartment, finished off with a peppermint pillow. And if we make this really thin, then this can be the entryway to the closet, I guess. And I forget how expensive these chandeliers are. I just placed them willy-nilly, but it's $4 grand per each one. And now we can do the little bathroom. So we're gonna go vibe Starbucks with green. I feel like we should give them a bath. It is the penthouse after all. So we're gonna steal the sink from the... And I love the snow globe. I've never actually thought that's like an actual house in there. And I still need to make a snow globe house, actually. You guys really want me to do one. Finally, we have... What's this gonna be again? Kitchen. And this is a part of Bloxburg which really gets my grooves going. Like the thought that I'm literally designing a room right now. I feel just so cool.
Angry about this girl, I'm waiting out of May.
The dining table simply must go into this gorgeous area over here. I feel like I'm in Buckingham Palace. Oh, I love it. I'm also gonna add reindeers, because in my real life house, guys, I literally have big reindeers as decoration. Then we'll have rustic counters, I guess. This is also our first opportunity to use the big stove, and just give it that bit more of grandeur. We're gonna make it black, gold, and white. And the concept I sometimes find hard to understand is less is more. I always tend to go a little bit big and grand with my builds. To finish it off with this final room, we're just gonna have a little island. And with that, guys, the Christmas apartment are the newest addition to True Reese's Christmas town. Let's go sneak a peek. Knock, knock, Reese's at the door. So, guys, just before we go in, let's check up on the value of the town. Ah, $1 million, I'm rich.
$40,000. I'm rich.
No, but this beautiful block of apartments is the best new addition to the town. I think it fits in really perfectly just off of the corner. So Reese's is gonna now open the door, and I'll stop talking in third person now. Down here is for the cheaper apartments. And even though it's gonna be less money to live here, you actually still get beautiful scenery. On this side, we have the first one, and oh! It feels a lot different when you're actually in here rather than in build mode. So first of all, we have our living area, and you do actually get a pretty big TV. I just love the idea of living like on the ground floor. And The seats do face the right way. Ta-da. But you literally have a full-blown kitchen here. Like, there's nothing you can't do. And we can fill up with some milk for Santa. And over here, we can write our Christmas list. And of course, we do have the bedroom, which is so cozy. Like, how sweet is this? We can look at ourselves in the mirror. And my dream is that they add reflections to Bloxburg. And then finally in here, we have the bathroom, which is giving mansion. And then just for looks sake, the one on the other side is just the same thing. However, everything has just been reversed. Now it's time to ring up. We've actually got to make sure people are there. Hello?
Hello, it's Reese's. I'm here for Cheryl.
So then we would be sent up to floor 2 whilst admiring the view of the town, may I add. And by Jove, is it cozy in here. If we pan around, this is the most open apartment. First thing we have is the foyer slash balcony. So we can pretend we're like the King of England, like, hey y'all. Also, we have a much bigger lounge room. This lounge room is like the size of the whole other apartment. We then have the kitchen, which once again is much, much bigger for when you're cooking the Christmas turkey. Girl, dinner with my turkey. So yummy, Chloe. Guys, remember, I was keeping the bedroom a secret. That is because I believe it is heavenly. Truly very bright in here, but also maybe one of my favorite bedrooms I've like literally ever built. That window bit over here has such a cute view over the town. This table in the middle is so unique and just different.
It's unusual.
And I also adore how you can go through the closet. This orange needs to go, but then into the bathroom and just relax. Like, it's so perfect. And it looks really cool also when the elevator's going up in here. So once again, you get a balcony that's just a little bit higher up. To the left, we have the kitchen. Now, I will admit, this has its very own charm. This 8-seater dining table, this gorgeous corner kitchen, something so different to what I've ever done before. I'm trying to talk like an estate agent right now, getting you to buy the apartment, guys, please. And I use this different sofa. So I hope you guys like it. I think it's quite nice. And then I love how we also have the big bedroom, the closet. I thought I said I was going to add a bath, but it looks like it's just a shower. Ah, so fresh. So that concludes the Christmas apartments. Do comment down below what idea you want me to build next. Thanks to everyone who watched it, and I'll see you all in the next one.